Hi guys! In this video you'll see how the actors of the movie Home Alone 1990 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then and what's with them now in 2023. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Harry is brutal and ruthless in his criminal activities. He constantly expresses his dissatisfaction and irritation in connection with the difficulties and tasks facing him. But at the same time, he's not used to retreating from his goals. Marv is Harry's subordinate and often follows his instructions. He lacks his own opinion, is frivolous, and has a low level of intelligence. He often behaves clumsily and stupidly, which leads to various and unpleasant situations. He was played by Daniel Stern. Linny, Angela Goethals, is one of the older sisters in the McAllister family and therefore often takes care of her younger siblings, which is not always to her liking. She is able to show independence, but is not always tolerant and may voice her displeasure. Buzz often uses his big brother status to control the situation in the family. He shows arrogance and self-confidence, especially to Kevin, and may not infrequently make derisive remarks. Likes to mock others. The roles performed by Devin Rattray. Uncle Frank is often selfish and stingy, and his relationships with other family members shows a cynical sense of humor and irony. He doesn't always express tolerance for the children, especially his nephew Kevin. The role is performed by Jerry Baman. Peter, as the father of the family, faces stressful situations such as travel and bustle at airports. Demonstrates the ability to remain calm in such moments. Differs in hard work and responsibility. Played by John Herrick, who died of a heart attack in 2017. Officer Balzac, as a law enforcement officer, is distinguished by his reserved behavior, clarity in his work, and also possesses a large amount of information he needs. He is not always sympathetic, but can ask clarifying questions. Played by Larry Hanke. Marley is a mysterious and silent neighbor who arouses interest and curiosity in Kevin, but behind this mask hides a kind and compassionate person and can warmly relate to those around him. Played by Robert Blossom, who passed away in 2011 of a stroke. Megan is friendly both to her family and to other people. She tries to be friendly and supportive in her relationships with others, able to look at the situation with an adult eye, show patience, but also express her opinion. The role is played by Hilary Wolf. Gus Polinski is an experienced musician and band leader. He is characterized by friendliness and good sense of humor. He is able to keep the conversation going, share his experience, and lift the mood. Who died of a heart attack in 1994. Jeff Michael C. Marona is one of Kate's sons. Doesn't like it when he is given responsibilities unpleasant to him and sometimes prefers to ignore it. Shows no malice to his sisters and brothers, but still has different relationships with them. Heather has a familial connection to Frank. She pays attention to detail and shows concern for the family's plans for the upcoming vacation. Distinguished for being collected and able to think clearly, even in a noisy atmosphere. Played by Christine Minter. Sondra, Diana Rain, has an extremely expressive look with which she's able to express her emotional state, including her dissatisfaction with Kevin's misconduct. She doesn't like it when things go wrong and is used to the hustle and bustle of a family vacation. Rod, Jedediah Cohen, is more in character with his mother and doesn't express constant discontent. He is generally a calm and balanced teenager who is interested in anything unusual, including stories told by Buzz. There is always something to talk about with him. Fuller, Kieran Culkin, is part of the McAllister family and is the last son of Leslie. He and most children of his age are prone to mischief and disobedience, particularly as it relates to Sardis at bedtime. Doesn't suffer from a lack of attention from his parents. Tracy is not shy and has a rather pushy nature. She pays due attention to her self-care issues, but doesn't like to be disturbed in this. Always expresses what worries her and doesn't care that someone might be a little offended. She was played by Santa Moses. Brooke, Anna Slotky, is one of the smaller children among the McAllisters. She has a childlike spontaneity and a carefree attitude to different situations and even dangers. At times can become overwhelmed with interest and is comfortable around her large family. Woman in airport is a good-natured person who may well succumb to persuasion, especially if it's backed by benefits for her. Has an enthusiastic nature and can be easily mollified. Played by Billy Bird, who died of Alzheimer's disease in 2002. Aunt Leslie is different in character from her husband and is not sarcastic. In many moments she may simply remain silent and reacts to some situation with a smile. She cares about the comfort of her children and is not strict in controlling them. Man in airport is reasonable and difficult to easily distract from his business. He's not inclined to be gullible, but is able to put himself in the position of another person. Played by Bill Irvin, who passed away in 2010 due to age-related causes. Pizza Boy is not quick-willed and strives for independence in order to satisfy some of his needs independently from his parents. He is not inclined to be shy and is able to show assertiveness and clarify the information he needs. Played by D. Danny Warhol. Lineman is well-versed in issues related to electricity and responds to electrical breakdowns on city streets. He knows how to correctly assess the situation and is not used to delaying work. Played by Peter Siragusa, who died in 2022 of a sudden illness. French ticket agent Hope Davis knows English at a sufficient level, which helps her provide the necessary assistance to airport passengers and advise them on current issues. She is level-headed and doesn't tolerate rudeness, even if the passengers are impolite. Checkout girl Tracy J. Connor knows how to work with people, is quite resilient, and has a good level of stress resistance. She knows how to quickly and clearly formulate thoughts and can show compassion and initiative in relation to other people's problems. Santa, Ken Hudson Campbell, is a rather good-natured person with good restraint and an attentive attitude to children. He is able to understand the feelings of another person and, if not help, then provide the support that he is able to give. Santa's elf has a good endurance and treats children quite adequately, not only at work but also outside of it. She is able to be grateful and show compassion for the problems of others. She is not at all embarrassed about her work. Played by Sandra Macca. Herb the drugstore clerk is well-versed in work matters, can answer many customer questions, and truly approaches them with utmost care. He is distinguished by his composure and quick response to requests from colleagues. The role is played by Jim Ortley. Police operator is characterized by extreme restraint and even some emotionlessness. She has been working at the Chicago Police Department for a long time and has become accustomed to doing her job on automatic, which can be confusing to others. Kevin is quite resourceful and, despite his young age, demonstrates courage in situations where others might panic. He's not afraid to use various tricks and traps to protect his home. Able to take responsibility. The role is performed by Macaulay Culkin. Kate demonstrates affection for her children and husband, and her actions are aimed at maintaining comfort and joy in family life. She is determined, has a sense of compassion, and a willingness to help others. Can be patient. She was played by Catherine O'Hara. Airline counterperson Diane B. Shaw works at the Chicago airport and has handled the boarding of passengers, including the McAllister family. She's good-natured, able to be loyal, and get into the position of others, but she's mindful of responsibility. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.